Good morning, PASTEF The Gambia. I welcome you all after the moderator has welcomed you. I'm here today to give you a press statement of PASTEF The Gambia and why we feel there is a need for PASTEF The Gambia and some of the visions, aims, objectives, and principles of our framework. Therefore, I welcome you all here in this press conference. My name is Momodou Jallow. I'm the press secretary or the secretary general for the steering committee. The meaning of PASTEF The Gambia, the wording, the acronyms, is Patriotic Alliance for System Transformations, Emancipations through Functionalisms. The united and determined citizens of the Gambia enthusiastically came together as an association of political parties, civil society groups, local CAFOs, private individual, independent candidates. We aim to overcome our differences and work towards a common goal. We aim to forge a common purpose rooted in the national interests, guided by our unwavering patriotisms. We recognize the power of unity, collaborations, and visual a conceptual framework capable of effecting substantial and positive development within our beloved nation, the Gambia. Mindful of the challenge that have historically divided us as people, we stand resolute in our common commitment to overcome this difference for the collective betterment of all Gambians. With our shared belief as nations with potentials, we pledge to set aside our personal partisans' agendas, come together with a single focus on promoting peace and development in the country. Understanding that true progress is only achieved when we, the Gambian, or the will of the people is safeguarded and given precedence, we solemnly acknowledge that existing regulations, customs that may at times fall short of reflecting the aspirations of the citizens. Therefore, we affirm the significance of upholding democratic principles and the civic responsibility that form the foundation of our nation. These principles necessitate us to prioritize addressing the concern of the people, particularly those impending inclusive development and progress. With these inspiring visions at the front, we are dedicated to crafting a concept-based project that will serve as a timeless blueprint for achieving our overreaching goals. This concept will define the principles, the values that underpin our collective efforts, creating a framework that promotes transparency, accountability, and inclusivity. Additionally, it outlines concept notes to effectively translate our aims and our objective into tangible outcomes within our political and our civic space. Therefore, what are the aims of PASTEF The Gambia? 1, to build a strong, credible, and trustworthy association of different political affiliation to participate community sensitization, advocacy, civil education, public engagement on their political and community challenges. To recruit, the recruitment of members by personal contacts, campaigns, activities, social events, and advertisement. To raise funds to support the associations or the affiliations or the alliance operations and activities to reinforce our structures and our objectives and programs. To form a committee comprising leaders of integrity who will promote and adhere to the highest ethical conduct, democratic norms, and respect for fundamental human rights and love for their country. To protect, defend, and promote Gambian heritage, culture, tradition, and moral values, fulfill our aspiration to live in a fraternity harmony. The preservations of our natural environment, protections of our lands, our seas, our fauna and flora from destructions by whoever is seeking to damage them for short-term financial gain, undertaking all it's possible to reserve the damage that has been caused by reckless constructions, exploitations of resources, and disastrous projects. To ensure that the well-being and happiness of our people are cardinal factors that will guide our decisions and our actions of government and international relations, which should never be sacrificed at an altar of development which bring wealth to a few and misery to many, irreversible loss of the beauty and charm of our land that is united heritage and pride. Therefore, to transform the Gambia into a country where it is rich and diversity, we shall be living in an atmosphere of freedom, a sensation of peace, and a feeling of trust in the rule of law which guarantees our justice, equality, and security of persons and properties. Empowering women's participation into political leaderships, investing in our young people, boosting the economy through investment in agriculture, education, health, digitalization to combat corruption and nepotism. These are some of the aims and objectives of PASTEF The Gambia. Therefore, who are the membership? At this point in time, PASTEF has registered a membership of 10,000 Gambian from all the regions administrative in the country. Therefore, since 1965, our nation has been working to build a stable constitutional democracy through parliament, the executive, and the judiciary for the people. We are constantly evolving and learning lessons on how to best adapt the constitutions, the legislation to meet the needs of the people of the Gambia. Is there anyone there who doubts that the Gambia is a place where everything is possible? Is there anyone? Is there anyone who still wonders if the dreams of our forefathers, those who fought for our liberations, our nation's sovereignty, are alive? Is there anyone who still questions that the power of democracy, the power of our unity, tonight marks the crucial moment of our collective response? This response reflects the diverse perspective of our various entities, including the schools, associations, youth, political parties, independent candidates, and individuals who have long awaited transformative change. They are convinced that this time must usher a new era. Their voice, representing people from all walks of life, young and old, men and women, farmers, gardeners, the economical disadvantaged, the affluent, those with political and religious affiliations, and those without, are poised to make a significant impact in our democracy and in our country. PASTEF The Gambia is resolutely communicating a powerful message to all Gambians and the global community. We are not merely a desperate collection of individuals or political entities. We will forever remain united and unified as Gambians to salvage the country and get our country back from the wrong hands, driving for the interests of the few rich people, monopolizing our business into the hands of the business tycoons. Therefore, what are our principles of PASTEF The Gambia? As a framework-based project, PASTEF is based on the supreme law of the land. The framework arising from the citizen political association will be anchored in the Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia with the aim of healing the division of the past and establishing a society-based democratic values, societal justice, fundamental human rights, improve the quality of our life of all citizens, free the potential of each person, reconcile historical divisions, establish a society rooted in democratic values, social justice, and fundamental human rights. Enhance the quality of life for citizens, unless the potential of everyone. Establish the groundwork for an inclusive, transparent society where government is rooted in the collective will of the populace and where every individual is afforded equal protection under the law. Cultivate a cohesive and democratic nation of the Gambia that can rightfully assume its position as a sovereign state with the global community. We aim to contribute to national discussions, inter-party debates, young movement dialogue by drawing on the fundamental elements of the constitutions under the guidance of our steering committee and our social advisors. We have outlined principles to create a structure framework for concept-based alliances among political parties, young group movement, independent candidate, private citizens, and the diaspora. In line with the Gambian traditions of using collective wisdom to reach an agreement on complex issues, PASTEF The Gambia seeks Gambians in all regions and diaspora, especially the grassroots, to work together, and also call on all societal stakeholders, citizens of the Gambia, to contribute ideas on the fundamental principle that should guide the formation of our associations. And identity, the component that include legislative governing the challenge of the government. These efforts based on the core principle of collaborations, the preservations of nation's heritage for future generations. The government should listen to us, especially when new challenges face our country's people. The youth and everyone who contribute to making the Gambia successful deserve recognition. We need a new spirit of service, sacrifice, patriotism to serve our nation and its people. We should stand together as one nation, resist the temptation of reverting to the same partisan pettiness, hate speech among political parties, political actors, immaturity that has poisoned our politics for so long. Let us appreciate the values, the belief, and culture that we all share as people of this heritage. Therefore, in conclusion, for the system transformations and emancipations to be effective, PASTEF Gambia will pay great attention and will engage the government, international organizations such as the UN system, ECOWAS, AU, policymakers, and the Gambian grassroots people in the following areas: corruptions, the tax system reform, tourism, and preservations of our cultural heritage, security measures, agricultural practice, empowering women in leadership positions, a person with disability, a person with special needs, the youth to actively participate in the system transformation of the public, advocating for the functional educational system, health system service, civic education, and migration of our young people. Therefore, it's a lengthy speech. I thank you all for your attention, and I wish for questions. Thank you very much.